Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Bolderbon. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be setting up my Hobonichi Cousin for 2023. I've already grabbed my stickers, so let's get started. Alright, I am so excited to start setting this guy up. I already set up my Hobonichi weeks and I always start with my tabs, so I thought I'd show you how it looks in the weeks. Now there are a couple different options for tabs. You can do the monochrome gray and white version or the colorful, which is what I always do. Now I did grab the printed font for the Hobonichi Cousin, but I used the script font for the Hobonichi weeks. So I'm starting off with the tabs at the end of the planner. I just find it so much easier this way. I've been doing it for a couple of years, and when I started with January, I usually got them all messed up. So I'm spacing these out a little bit more than I did in the Hobonichi weeks when I set up the tabs there. If you didn't see that video, I'll leave a link to that down below. I did add an extra one where I have written in notes. That way it's easier for me to flip to the notes section. So I have January through December along with the notes at the bottom there. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I always love how the tabs look in the Hobonichis. Now, the next thing that I need to do is flip them over and seal them off. They're super simple, just like the Hobonichi weeks. I just line it up to the edge of the line on the other side. You can't really see it on camera, but there is a line on the other side of the planner that I'm actually lining up to. Oh my gosh, Patty Cakes is coming to say hi to you guys. It has been a long time since she's actually been on camera. She is very camera shy. It's so hard for me to even get pictures of her, so that was a little rare appearance for you guys. All right, so all of the tabs are down now. So pretty. I always love seeing how these look in the Hobonichi. So last year I embellished the insides a lot. This year I'm actually going to keep it really simple and just put down a little 2023 vinyl on the inside corner because you guys know I love my stickers. This whole planner is going to be filled with stickers by the time 2023 is over with. So I have my yearly view stickers that I'm going to put down, starting with the large washi strips that I'm going to put down at the top of the planner. So I'm covering up the 2023 and this year. And then on the right, I decided to go with the blank one. I keep one blank so that you can write in what you like because there are so many options with this particular kit that I didn't want to just assume that you're going to put down 2023, 2022, and 2024. So that way you can write in your own, even if you just write in 2022 again, which is definitely something you can do. So I'm putting down all of the little calendar stickers onto the left-hand side. Now I did reformat these just a teeny little bit. I changed the font to be a little more feminine, I would say, than last year's font. I also made the boxes just a touch bigger, so these actually fit in the English version and in the Japanese version. The smaller boxes are the exact same size, so I didn't change those at all. You can use these for the 2022 calendars or the bottom 2024, but I do have the small boxes and this large yearly box, so you get a couple choices on what you want to do with the right-hand page. I think I'm actually going to keep these aside and cover up the bottom box with the large box here. I typically don't use the calendar to look ahead because I use my phone for that, so I'm going to use that for something else. And then I'm going to use these small little boxes up at the top here. Now, the last couple of years, I've used the small boxes to keep track of my social media numbers, but this year I'm going to use it for my highlight for every month. I do have a new content planner, so I think I'm going to keep that a little bit separate from my Hobonichi Cousin. I'm sure I will write in things because it is going to be one of my main planners. So I'm covering up the 2024 with important, and then the top box here with highlights. So I'm going to write in a couple of the things that I keep track of down in the bottom section there. I'm going to use my clear heart stickers and then also the clear dot stickers. I thought it would be fun to actually use both of them in the bottom section. And then that way, when I move the smaller dots over onto the calendar page on the left, I know exactly what color it goes with. I do have the colorful version, which I'm using here for the dots, but I also have a neutral version as well, which I thought about pulling out for this and having two different schemes, but I thought it would be better to have all of the colorful just with the dot and the heart version, and I'm already loving how it is looking. So in this section, I use it kind of like a quarterly tracker. Since this is my main planner, I like to keep track of when I need to change my toothbrush, dye my hair, give my cat her flea meds, dentist appointment, and things like that. So I am putting down a couple of the stickers that I can do ahead of time, like our anniversary and my boyfriend's birthday is on there. Since I'm horrible with dates, I always like to keep that in the planner. And then I'm just putting down a couple of the little flag stickers here, and we'll keep that open for things that come up throughout the year. So moving on to my index pages. Now I have a couple different options for the index pages, just like I did last year. So there is one with larger boxes and then the smaller boxes. I'm going to put down the smaller boxes first. Now these are also available in the monochrome version, just like I showed you earlier with the tabs. So all of this you can get in the gray and white look. If you are not a colorful fan like myself, I know that there are tons of people that love the neutral look also, and maybe next year I will give it a try. I definitely love that look as well, but color just makes me so happy to look at. So I'm putting down all of the little heart checklists right underneath the month. I like to write in my top tasks of the month here. So this is one of my main pages in the planner. I'm always flipping to this page to make sure that I am on track. And same thing with my yearly view. So both of these pages are really my main command center in this planner. So I'm putting down all of the date strips down now. So this one is actually the English version, which is really cool. The Japanese version is awesome too, of course, but it had the Japanese characters. Now, I still, of course, love color, so I'm putting down all of the date strips to cover those up. Now, I have mixed and matched the colors, as you can see. You can, of course, put down the same, like all yellow for April and all purple for May, but of course, you guys know I like the colorful version, so I'm just putting those down now. It doesn't take away any of the space from the planner, it just adds a little pop of color. I like to write in all of the birthdays and appointments, events, and things in this section. All right, now down at the bottom, I have these larger heart boxes. I'm going to put these right up top. I like to keep track of all of my projects for the month down here as well. So if I'm in a planner sale, I like to write that here. Also, if I have new releases or any new products for the month, I write them here. So it's nice to have a separate section for that. Now, I decided I wanted to keep the yellow and green together, so I'm just moving the April and May heart stickers. It looked totally fine beforehand, but because I saw the green and yellow yellow together. I just thought it looked so much better. Let me know down below if you guys notice. So I'm just finishing off with putting down the single little hearts at the bottom here. I thought I would use that as an extra little highlight for the page. So that is a look at the first index page. Now I decided that I wanted to show you guys how the other index sheet looked as well. I've used these in the planner in the past also and absolutely loved it. I use it just like the same way I do with the smaller strip, but I use little heart stickers inside the bigger box to keep track of 3 different highlights for the month instead of the 6 heart checklist. So I also am going to put down all of the date strips down at the bottom as well. And then I decided to actually match up all of the date strips here so you guys can see the difference between the first spread that I did and this one here. I'm going to use this exactly the same way as I am with the first page where I write down all of the birthdays, anniversaries, special events, appointments, and things like that. When I have more than one, I typically like write a little bit smaller and can fit 2 in. I've not had a lot of occasions where I've had to double up, but when I have had that happen, I'll just add it down into the notes section down at the bottom here. So this one you can see is just a little bit different than the first page here. So let me know down below if you guys prefer the first one with the smaller boxes or the one with the larger boxes. I also like to add these Avery tabs. These are all removable tabs, so I can put them down and take them up throughout the planner. So this one actually is going to start off with the monthly view. So I'll move that around for each of the months as the month comes up. And then I like to keep 2 of them in the back of the planner. I actually don't use the daily pages. I use them as note pages, much like collections. So I keep track of all of my book reviews and my savings and debt trackers and all of those fun things at the back of the planner here. So I just picked a couple random pages and then I'll move those around once I get started. So that is a look at my Hobonichi Cousin setup for 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!